Hey guys, Lunar Spiral 27 here, bringing you Fairy Tail Chapter 307, Garou Nights. And by the way, Garou is Japanese for Hungry Wolf. So I guess they're called Hungry Wolf Nights or something like that, if you translate that to English. So anyway, the chapter begins with the rankings of the Grand Magic Games. Thanks to Gray's win, Fairy Tail's now in first place, with Sabretooth and Lamia Scale tied in second, and Mermaid Heel still in fourth. We get a small panel of Princess Hisui. For some reason, she's feeling really sad. I don't know what is her deal. We know that she wants to do some sort of eclipse plan, but we still don't know anything much about her. So, back in the Grand Magic Games, everybody's celebrating. Everybody in Fairy Tail are celebrating Gray's win against Rufus. We actually finally learn what happened right after Sting punched a hole through Genma's chest, the Sabretooth Guildmaster. For those of you who don't know, Rogue and Sting were getting kicked out because of their loss against Natsu, which I find bullshit. And Lector tried to defend them, but he got blown up and supposedly died. Sting got pissed off and managed to punch a hole through Genma's chest. And right after that, Minerva decides to intervene. And from what you can tell, she does not care about her father at all. And I don't know if Genma cares about her, but anyway, that's how she is. She's cold-hearted in this chapter. Apparently, what she says is that Sting may now be the new candidate to become the new Master Sabretooth. So I guess that means Genma's now dead or dying. We don't really know what happened to him, because she says that her father's reign of terror ends here. So maybe he is going to die. I'm not really sure. But then, oh jeez, here we go again with the freaking friendship. But anyway, since Sabretooth was taught that Nakama are useless, friends are useless, power rules all, but according to her, Sting was able to beat Genma because of the power of emotions. The same emotions that we had to go through in 306. So, according to her, because of Sting's loss over Lector, managed to beat him because of this power of emotions. Because she says deep down, oh, you really need friends. You need emotions to do all this. Yeah, Hero, we get it. It's like you have to like yell it out. You like have to like, you take the theme and you try to shove it down our throats or throw it at our faces. I mean, I have not seen a manga series that constantly keeps throwing out this theme of friendship and love and magic and all that. I mean, seriously, it's like you're going out like this, like friendship, friendship. Just so you know, this is friendship. You got it? Friendship! We get it. I mean, you don't have to like bring it up every single goddamn chapter. And according to her, Lector is alive. Really? Seriously, Hero, you can't kill off an X-Seed? You can't kill off a freaking X-Seed? I mean, yeah, you killed off maybe like 1, 2, 3 characters, but oh, when it comes to like a minor character like Lector, no, you gotta keep him alive. Well, then again, we don't really know he really is alive. For all we know, Minerva could be lying. But according to her, she used her teleportation magic to send Lector to a special place. Sting was relieved and starts crying and starts thanking Minerva and asks her if he could get him back. But yeah, Minerva is a bitch in this. He just goes up to Sting and says, nope. Not until we win the Grand Magic Games. So, yeah, she's basically taking Lector as a hostage so that Sabretooth can win the Grand Magic Games. What? You know, there are other ways you can get your guild team to win. You don't have to take a hostage. You could try to get them to, you know, like, how about like a one word, train to become stronger. But you know, no, Minerva has to be a cold-hearted bitch. I'm just putting it out there. So yeah, now Sting has to help Sabretooth to win the Grand Magic game so he could get Lector back. But for all we know, he could be really dead. Minerva could be lying. Yeah. Oh, and also, I know some villains in this series get converted to the good side. Well, mostly the female ones, at least. I hope she doesn't. Minerva, I don't want her to convert into, like, a good person. No. She deserves to be evil and get her ass kicked hard. Maybe she'll die, hopefully. I don't know. So anyway, we cut back to the Pitfall Palace. They managed to actually find a narrow passageway to get out. But once they reached the end, they found Arcadios, and he's been beaten up pretty badly. While he was still conscious, he warns them to run. And you see this giant guy, this big guy with what looks like a wine bottle on his mouth. And he punches the ground, and it looks like some weird liquid was like spewing out of his fist. And apparently, it was, according to Panther Lily, it was acid. And then we were introduced to this other guy. I don't know how to describe him. He's got the like dark hair. He starts yelling out "Big Cash," but he throws out this flag, which manages to liquefy the ground, I believe, to and shoot out like pillars of rock at the Fairy Tale Guild members. I'm not really sure what he did. Maybe that'll be explained later on. And then yeah, so these guys are being attacked by these group of people. We get to see another member growing out of a flower, and then another member with paper who kind of reminds me of Conan from Naruto. So obviously her magic is going to be paper based. And according to Arcadios, these are the executioners from the kingdom, the Garou Knights. And we're introduced to all 5 members. We have a girl who uses paper magic, like Conan. You have this guy with the flag, and this armored knight with weird-looking axes on his back. I'm not really sure what those are. But we also get this giant guy with the wine bottle on his mouth, and this girl who came out of the flower. So I'm guessing her magic is flower-based. So it seems that since these are the Garou Knights, they've been sent to execute the criminals. So it looks like Fairy Tail team is gonna face off against the Garou Knights, and that's basically where the chapter ends. So yeah, this was an okay chapter. This definitely shows Minerva's true colors, that she can be quite a bitch, even towards her guild members, even her own father. And frankly, I don't really care about that. Next week is called Fairy Tail versus the Executioners. So we're gonna see Natsu and the others face off against the Garou Knights in next week's chapter. I don't know if we'll go back to the Grand Magic Games and see what happened after that, but I really do want to see like how the others are going to face off against each other. So far, Fairy Tail's winning by 1 point, but who's to say, like, maybe Lamia Scale or Sabretooth might win. Who knows? But I am interested in seeing these Garou Knights, but knowing Fairy Tail, yeah, I think Natsu and the others are going to defeat them, but then again, we don't even know how they're going to get out of the place. I mean, the only people who are capable of fighting right now is Natsu, Wendy, Panther Lily, and Mary Jane. Yukino and Lucy, they can't help because they don't have their keys. Arcadius has been beaten up, so basically they only have like 4 members to face off against these executioners. But this seems interesting, so I'll definitely see how this goes. So overall, again, this was an okay chapter. Not much to go on about it. I mean, at least we know what happened at Sabretooth, but I still have no idea if Genma is actually dead or not. But, and the whole Lector thing being alive, I'm kind of hoping that he's dead, because why would you want him to be alive? Just so we can have, like, something for, I guess a reason for Sting to do all this. I'm not sure, but next week's chapter will definitely be interesting, seeing the Garou Knights, how they fight. So yeah, that's Fairy Tale chapter 307. I'm your Spiral 37, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.